All right. Hey guys, thanks for being on Team Forever Strong's weekly call. Today is March 8th, and I am really pumped to talk to you guys tonight about this topic because this one really is the most important piece in determining like your success in terms of like building residual income over time, and being able to like step back away from this if you want to, and all of that stuff. So before I dive into that, I wanted to start out with a couple of announcements. I wanted to first welcome any of the new coaches that we have onto our team. We have a lot of them coming on all the time. So even if you're listening to this recording, welcome to our team. We are pumped to have you guys here. Also wanted to share with you guys the Success Club leaderboard from last month. Let me just share that. I keep forgetting to do this every time. All right, so this was our end of the month Success Club leaderboard for February. So if you're a new coach and you're looking at this, the 3 or the 5 Lives Club, this is where you want to be. This should be your goal every single month, whether you're a hobby coach or you are a business building coach. Hobby coaches, I usually recommend that you always strive to change 3 lives a month so that you hit Success Club 5. And if you're here because you just want something much more than that, I always tell you to strive for changing 5 lives every month and to hit Success Club 10. So congratulations to the people in the 5 Lives Club. We have Amy, Christy, Roseanne, Kim, Courtney, Candy, who's a brand new coach, Jen Schultz, and Kristen Fricky. Whoop, whoop. These people all changed 5 or more lives. It's awesome, guys. These people's names, like whoever you are looking at on this leaderboard, if you're like, I don't really know how to have success or what to do, look to these people. Whatever these people are doing is working, and they're doing the right things to build their business. So look toward them. The 3 Lives Club. So we have Dana, another new coach, Jane, Matt Bordeaux, who's actually Courtney's husband. So she rocked it out this month with her account and her husband's account. We have Erin, Jordan, Katie, Angie, Angela, and Melissa. So great job, guys, working together. We changed a total of 103 lives last month. Whoop, whoop. Wanted to share one more thing too down here. Let me see if I can get to this. Hold on, bear with me. The leadership ladder is in. The leadership ladder is in, and if you want to learn more about this, you can look right down here. There's actually a link to it if you're a newer coach. You can read the little chart here below, but it starts down here and you work your way up. So, team leader, congratulations to Jen Schultz. That is amazing. If you look down here, like you can see the things that you need in order to be a team leader. Like you have to be hitting Success Club 5. You're earning at least $1,000 a month. That would be nice, right? You're a diamond, and you have at least 4 coaches that have at least 1 Success Club point, and your weekly volume is 5,000. So congratulations to Jen Schultz. For team builders, we have Courtney Burdell, Kristen, Katie, Amy, and Roseanne. That's amazing. And business starters, we have again Matt Bordeaux, which is Courtney's husband, Erin, Dana, Candy, Jane, Jordan, Angela, Christy, Kim, and Melissa. And you work your way up. You start as a business starter and you work your way up. So as you can see, even though it only goes to team leader right here on our team, you can go to organizational leader and executive leader. So great job, guys. Blowing it up. Doing amazing. All right, let me minimize this thing. Okay, so wanted to shout all of you guys out. You're doing amazing. And also, a couple other reminders. We have our coach sneak peek on Sunday night, 8:30 p.m. This is like key, guys. We're going to be having a combination of, it's just our team running this one, which I really, really love, because then it gives our leaders on the team a chance to participate, but not only just them, but also brand new coaches who are having success. And I just feel like that works so well, because someone who's brand new, who's coming in wanting to learn about coaching, when they hear another brand new coach who's only been doing this for a month or 2 having success, it's way more relatable. Do you know what I mean? Like, they are inspired by someone like myself who's been doing this for 4 years, but sometimes it can just seem really far away. Versus if they hear from someone who's been doing this for 2 months, they can be like, you know what? Like, if they can do it, I can do it too, right? So I love being able to do that. So coach sneak peek. Do not let it go by without adding people into it. And I'm going to talk about this all year long, multiple times. So I'm going to really, really start to annoy you guys because this is like the focus this year, right? So we got that on Sunday. Our new coach basics called Ambition Academy just kicked off on Monday. This was for everybody. I wanted to go through this because it's all brand new content that myself and Dana put together, and it's way more relevant information. So make sure that your new coaches are in it. Even if they're a couple days late, it's okay. They can catch up on the weekends. We don't have any posts going up on Saturday and Sunday. It's just a Monday through Friday thing. So if you're not in there, make sure to reach out, and also make sure your new coaches are in there too. Deadline to qualify for recognition at Summit. This one almost slipped me right by, guys. But who's going to Summit? Even though everybody has their faces blacked out on the screen. Me too. Guys, it's so awesome when you get to Summit. And one of the most fun things and the biggest rushes that you're going to get is if you get some form of recognition. Okay, because it's just kind of like, yes, I'm doing the right things. Corporate is recognizing me. People know my name. Like, this is awesome. It just really, really lights a fire under your ass. And so anyways, you have to be a minimum of a diamond coach to walk on stage, okay? They're having you walk on stage, which means that you guys have to wake up on April 12th as a diamond coach if you want to walk as a diamond. Anybody who is shooting to go for like a star diamond rank, you have to start your qualification that day as well and hold it for 6 weeks. You can't lose it. So I'm looking forward to seeing some star diamonds up there again this year. It's going to be awesome. It's a push, guys, now. It's going to be a push for the next month, but it's going to be so worth it. When you really push yourself and you see what you're capable of doing, I mean, guys, you'll be blown away. So we're all going to be working really closely with our teams to just show up to Summit like the best, most successful version of ourselves that we can be. So we have that. Also, Summit tickets are on sale this entire month for $155. So keep that in the back of your mind. Everybody needs to go to Summit. I don't care if you're broke. I don't care if what the hell is going on. You have to find a way to make this happen. Trust me, guys, my first Summit, I had like, how many coaches did I have with me? There was only 3 coaches from Team Forever Strong with me, and they almost didn't go. They almost didn't go because they couldn't afford it. I remember Lauren, she was one of them, and she had a brand new baby at home who she was still nursing. And she was like, I've never been away from my baby. Like, how am I going to do this? She brought the pump with her. She rocked it out. You know, she borrowed money like from her, I think her mother-in-law like paid for it for her. And you find a way to make it work, guys, because it is an investment in you, and it's an investment in your business, and it's an investment in your future. And one of the key ingredients to really building a successful business is getting to events. And Summit is like the biggest, most hyped up event that you can possibly go to. I mean, it's really where people have their aha moment. Oh my God, it's during your birthday, Jane? Whoop, whoop, big birthday party. Can't wait. It's so much fun, guys. It gives you a chance to meet everybody on the team too for the first time. I have like a big, like I rent out like a space, and we do like drinks. Of course there'll be drinks, right? Drinks and like appetizers, and just, it's a really fun way to just get everybody together for the first time and connect and just build that bond. And then for you, more importantly, to really see the bigger picture with this. And I always say, and I'll say it again, if coaches could just start out going to Summit, they would never quit. Never quit. I honestly don't think that the coaches who came with me that first year would still be here if they hadn't have gone to Summit. And they just know that now it's something they have to go to. And they tell their coaches the same exact thing. But it's one of those things, guys, where we can't bottle it up and bring it back to you and explain it to you. You have to be there to feel the energy and to understand what I'm saying. And when you get there, you'll be like, oh, now I get it. And I understand people are getting married. Dana's going to be getting married. She obviously is not going to miss her wedding. But if you're not getting married, you should be there. Okay? So any questions on any of those upcoming events or anything going on at all whatsoever? Okay, let me just take a couple sips here. I feel like I'm drying up a little bit. All right, good. All right, so tonight's team call, I know, I'm so sad you're missing it too, but you're going to be getting married. Like, that's really cool. You can come to the next one. And besides, you're going to be at the Diamond Retreat, remember? So you're going to see a lot of these people there anyways, which is really cool. So this call is really, really, really important. It really is. And some of the stuff you may have heard before, some of the stuff you may not have heard before. But I really want this team and the coaches on this team to really get to the level that they want to get to. But I have noticed now that there is a missing link. It's almost like sometimes you're stuck in this spot and you just can't get to that next spot, right? Or you're looking at maybe myself, or you're looking at other leaders in the company, and you're saying like, man, I wish that I could live that kind of free life and not have to really worry about X, Y, and Z, or whatever that looks like to you, right? But I just don't know how to get there. We all have these different dreams in our mind. I mean, I don't care how much you love your job. That's awesome if you do. But if you really, really were to close your eyes and imagine what your picture perfect day would be like, even if you loved your job, maybe you would only want to be doing that job part-time if you could. Maybe you would want to relocate someplace, right? Just if you could just allow yourself to really dream of how life could look if there were no financial strains at all, nobody telling you what or where to be or what to do. You want to send your kids to private school for $15,000 a year for preschool? No problem. Different things like this, whatever it is for you. College funds, you want them all set? No big deal. It's different for everyone. But my point is that if you really stop and think about how your life would be, it would be different than how it is now. I know my life is still not, it's not that I'm not happy with where I am. It's just, I want to be able to provide for my family in the best way possible and be able to give back and support my parents. And there's a lot to it. Just like I'm sure there's a lot to your story and your dreams too, right? We all really crave that freedom. I mean, no one really likes getting up and going into work for somebody else. No one really likes having to only take certain vacation times. Nobody really likes having to say no to Beachbody trips because they can't take more days off. I mean, no one likes doing that, right? We all crave that freedom of just being able to do our own thing when we want. And how awesome is it that you can actually get paid for it and get paid very well and earn up to 6 or 7 figures a year if that's the route that you want to go. Some of us are on here and we eventually want to do this as our full-time career. Some of us are working 2 or 3 jobs and we're like, you know what? I cannot handle doing this anymore. I just wish that I had this amount of income with Beachbody so that I could quit that other side job and just do one of them. Just do the one that doesn't really bring me any stress, right? Others have a lot of debt that they want to pay off. Or maybe you're living paycheck to paycheck, right? Maybe everything you do is put on the credit card. I know, I used to live that life. I know how bad that sucks. And you're in that hole and you're stuck and you just feel like you're never going to get out of it, right? Maybe you just never want to have to worry about money again. Maybe even just going to get a coffee. Oh, I can't go get that coffee because it's just not in my account right now. I'll just make my coffee from home. Little things like that. Maybe you've always wanted to live in the mountains or live by the beach. I mean, I know when I was younger, not really young, but in college, I always wanted to have a second house by the beach. But I never really thought it was going to happen. But it's you have these dreams of these things happening, but you just don't really believe that they're going to happen. So you have all these dreams. And we're done playing being average, right? That's the majority of the world. That's the majority of the people, guys, that you talk to and that you know, because that's just the majority of the way the world is and the way that we are taught. is to just settle and be okay for what you have, and be happy for what you've got. And why would you push yourself more? Like, why would you try to create more and a better future for your family when what you have right now is already great, and all this stuff, right? You need to really become obsessed with creating the best future for you and your family possible. Not obsessed with Beachbody, not obsessed with any of that. Obsessed, because this is the vehicle that's going to get you there, but be obsessed with creating that best life for you and your family, and not just being okay with just average and settling, okay? The only way, this is where it comes in here, the only way that any of this will ever, ever, ever become your reality is if you build a business that earns you residual income. And this might sound foreign to you guys, but that is the missing link between coaches who are just hobby coaches or doing the average thing, and coaches who are really living out that life where you're looking at and you're like, holy God almighty, I mean, I'd give anything. That is the missing link. Sometimes those coaches never make that switch in their mind, and they only focus on filling their challenge groups. And this is where I kind of like don't want you to look around at other people in the network, because sometimes coaching can look like a little bit of a popularity contest. Do you know what I mean? People will post things, they'll get a lot of traction, they'll get a lot of comments. You might see their names on the top of leaderboards. They might be cranking out tons of Success Club numbers, but they aren't really earning a true income. They're earning commissions. Commissions is not residual income. Commissions, you have to haul ass and hustle for day after day, week after week, month after month, and it's temporary. It does not last, right? Even if you're hitting Success Club 20 or 30, whatever it is, it doesn't last because they're just customers. Does that part make sense so far, guys? We have to make the switch. There are coaches in this network who are cranking out those Success Club numbers. And some of you even on this team may think that they're like top leaders in the company, and they are not. They're just cranking out Success Club numbers, rolling in high paychecks commission-wise. Then there are other coaches who they're just getting like Success Club 10, Success Club 14, and they're earning a lot more income, residual income, because they have made that shift to focus on building their team. So to produce residual income, guys, that's really the only way. The only way that you'll do that is by building your team. And by building your team, that means that you are bringing on active business building coaches every single month, at least 4 of them. As if you want to earn like 6 figures down the road. Okay, you're bringing on active coaches every single month. It's not just Success Club 10. That's sometimes where people get tripped up. Sometimes people think, but I'm hitting Success Club 10, like I'm doing that every single month. But that Success Club 10, those are 5 challengers for your challenge group. That's awesome. Like you're helping other people get started on their health and fitness journey, which you certainly want to do. That's a big part of the business. But you will also find some of your best business building coaches from those challenge groups. So you're filling those challenge groups, but are you converting them now into business building coaches? Are you converting them over to coaches so that they can join your team? So yes, you still want to bring on challengers. Yes, a lot of them will go on to make your best coaches possible, but you have to be proactive about it. You have to convert them over. You have to be the one to let them know about this. It's extremely rare, guys, in this business that someone will out of the blue come to you and say like, hey, I want to coach. I mean, it happens, but it's extremely rare. And most times when that does happen, when somebody comes to you, it's because it's a follow-up from a conversation that you already approached them about. You have to be the one constantly going to these people. Even me, guys, 4 years in. I mean, I have some people that come to me because they've been now watching me. It's been consistency over time. But I am every single day talking to people about the business opportunity piece. Okay? Every day you need to be talking to people about this business. Every week, every month, and then It should be your goal and your priority to be introducing active coaches into our team page every single month. That's kind of like a good rule of thumb if where you are really where you want to be. Is like, just ask yourself, all right, did I welcome on any new active coaches for the month of February or since the new year even, right? This has to be a monthly thing. So if you aren't where you want to be yet, it's either because of one or two things. It's either because you're a brand new coach and you just have started. So you need to be patient and you need to just be teachable, and you need to be taking all this information that you're learning and then just talking to people and taking action. So you just haven't been patient enough, or you aren't building your team. So it's either one of those two things. If you're not where you want to be yet, it's either you aren't focusing on building your team, or if you are, you just haven't given it enough time yet. This is a business, guys. It takes a while, but so worth it. It is so worth it. All right. I wanted to go over, I'm in a special leader group with Jeff Hill and myself and other coaches in the network who are 10-star diamond and above. And we've created like a master list of the things that coaches in the network who are earning residual income, specifically 6 figures and higher, specifically what they do versus the difference between what they do and what your average like hobby coach would be doing. These are key things that they do. So you might want to take some notes on this. And I actually have a template too that I typed it all up and stuff like that I can share with you guys in the team page too. But it's a good checklist. This is for if you want to earn residual income. Who the hell doesn't want to earn residual income, right? Wouldn't it be nice to just be like, you know what? I'm going to go back and visit my family for 3 weeks and my paycheck's going to come in and it's going to be at least 5 figures and I didn't even sell a challenge pack. That's residual income, right? That's because over time you've invested your time and energy into building your team and finding other people who want to go on and help other people get started on their health and fitness journey. You can't do it yourself. You cannot be an island in this business. You'll cap out, you'll only get to a certain point, and you'll never see that residual income. And it's way too hard. You can't do this on your own. There's too many people need help, right? Here are some things. While the average coach might be sitting down each day to work and spend their time inviting people to their challenge groups, the coaches earning residual income in their businesses are spending time inviting people every day to join their team and having at least 5 conversations with people. So that means that, for example, this coach sneak peek that we have on Sunday, coaches who are earning residual income are today, and when they know it's coming up, letting people know about this. I mean, super casual, guys. Hey, listen, if you're a brand new coach, you could say this, right? Listen, I just started coaching. I'm really loving it. It's so much fun. And our team is having this 1-hour free coach sneak peek on Sunday night. Just a chance for you to be a fly on the wall and see if maybe you'd like to do it in the future and join us. Would you like me to invite you to it? Super simple. They're actually reaching out and inviting people to learn about it. And as a brand new coach, this can be really intimidating, the whole like, oh my God, I have to build my team thing. And this is why we have these coach sneak peeks put in place to kind of take the guesswork out for you. So you don't have to explain, well, what do you, like, how do you coach? What do I have to do? Do I have to be good at sales? Do I have to be in the best shape to do this? Like all these different things. We have done all that work for you. All you have to do is let people know about it and get them into the group. Super simple, right? And we've been really doing a good job of blowing up our coach sneak peeks. So it's a step in the right direction. Now we're just gonna need to do that 2 times a month, every month for the next year. See where you're at then. You will be mind blown, telling you. So that's one thing that coaches who are earning residual income are doing versus like the average coach, right? Because guys, let's just face it. Isn't it way more comfortable to just talk about your health and fitness journey? Way more comfortable to talk about the workout you did, the definition you're getting. I love the meal plan. It can get a little bit more intimidating, right, to talk about the business opportunity, especially if you aren't where you want to be. You have to lead with that confidence all the time and act as though you're already there. You have to pretend. When I was a brand new coach, I acted as if I was already earning 6 figures and I had all my debt paid off and I was like top of the company. You just have to act that way. People will feed into that confidence. The second thing, while the average coach or the hobby coach is connecting with their challengers each day and they're checking in and seeing how they're doing on their fitness journey, following up with them, the business building coach is also doing that, but is also keeping an eye on the coaches in their challenge groups, or the people in their challenge groups who they know would make awesome active coaches. And they're telling them, listen, you're doing amazing in this group. Like, I know you'd be such a great coach on this team. I know it. You'd inspire so many people. Let's do this. Have you ever considered joining the team and being a coach? You know, they're reaching out and telling their challengers that. I tell that to my challengers all the time. You'd be so awesome. You have to do this with me. You'd love it. Super simple. You don't need to go into all this stuff. Coaches who are earning residual income do that all the time in their challenge groups. They're constantly keeping an eye on the coaches who they see participating, who are getting great results. And they're not just looking for those people, because as you know, there are a lot of quiet, silent watchers in your challenge groups. They're saying that to all of them. They're checking in with all of them and inviting them to the business opportunity. The third one, while the average coach in the network, or the hobby coach, is spending a lot of their time on social media, sharing all about their health and their fitness, different things like that on their social media platform, whatever it is that you use, whether it's Facebook, Instagram stories, the business building coach who's earning that residual income is talking about the business opportunity on a regular basis. Okay, on a regular basis. Not like waiting until the coach sneak peek comes up and all of a sudden a post comes up and someone's like, oh my God, like she's a coach? I didn't even know that. They're talking about this at least 3 or 4 times a week in whatever social media platform that they're using. Number 4. While the average person, when they hear someone tell them that they don't have the money to get started on their health and fitness journey, the average person will say, oh, that's okay. I totally understand. I'm here when you're ready. Let me know. I totally get it. The coach who's earning residual income, who's looking to really build a big business, looks at this as a big time opportunity for the other person to change their life because they know this is a gift. And they don't respond with what I just told you the typical coach responds with. They respond with, girl, you need a coach then. Like, why don't you join us? This could change your life. Seriously, give it a shot. This could be the thing that changes it all for you, just like it has for myself. They're using that and flipping it around because they know, even if they're not where they want to be, they're still saying that to people because they believe in at least where they are going. Number 5. While most coaches will put all their eggs in one basket and will spend all their time and their energy focusing on that 1 or 2 coaches that they have who are really rocking it out, the coach who's earning the residual income is continuing to bring on new coaches every single month because this business, unfortunately, can be a revolving door. And so you cannot put all your time and energy and all your eggs in one basket to the 1 or 2 coaches that you have, right? Because if they quit down the road or something happens, then you're back to square one again. So you have to constantly be bringing in new. And guess what bringing in the new does? It re-inspires the old who have kind of been stuck and plateaued and gives them extra energy. And it also fires up and motivates your other new coaches because then they're in it together. And they're like, yeah, there's all these new coaches coming on. They make like their own little cliques, their own little friends. I'm sure you remember when that happened with you when you first became a new coach, if you've been doing this for a while. I mean, I remember this happening for myself when I signed on as a brand new coach almost 4 years ago. And that just fuels their fire even more. So they keep it going every month, no matter what. no matter what, new coaches, new coaches, new coaches. Think big, right? Just 2 coaches or 1 coach, even if it's Melanie Mitro, is not gonna be what gets you to earn residual income and really make it big. You need a team of people. Number 6, the coach earning residual income knows that they can't do this by themselves. They know that they need a team of other badass women who are going to join forces and go out there and change lives with them every single day. Number 7, the coach who's earning the residual income and really blowing it up in the business is not a pro at leading. They're not a pro at leading. They're not the best leader out there, but they're always learning and finding a way to grow, and they know that they're going to figure it out, and they're finding ways to grow and help their team all the time. They're constantly leading from the front and failing a shitload. Like, fail, 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 fail. Embrace the fail, guys. Like, want it and welcome it into your life, because the more you do that, the more you rise. Trust me, I am speaking from experience, and there are plenty of other coaches on this call right now too who are building successful businesses, and if you ask them, they will say the same thing. They have failed, and I'm sure that they can pinpoint certain times where they've failed and fallen flat on their face, but you want to welcome that. You want to embrace that, guys, because that is the only way that you're going to grow and keep growing to the next level. If you never fail, you're plateauing. You're just kind of staying here, right? You want to continue to move up and move up and move up. And you just learn to realize that it doesn't even matter. These failures are not failures. These are teachable moments and learning moments for me to help me and to help my team down the road and to help us all get to the next level. Okay? So bring on the failure. Get uncomfortable. Just like I said in my post today, in the page, I went live, my very first live video on Instagram, believe it or not. I was a little nervous because there's like 12,500 followers or something like that on there. And I can do the live Facebook, but I was really nervous to do the live Instagram. But I gotta practice what I preach. And I always say that if you don't really feel like you're gonna be sick to your stomach about something in this business, then you're way too comfortable. And you gotta do something to make yourself feel like nauseous, like, oh, I don't know, I might puke here for a second. That's how I felt before I did it. But each time you do something like that, that's how you grow. And that's what these coaches are doing. They're not living in the comfort zone area of what the average people are doing, of what your brain is telling you to do. Just stay right here. This is comfortable. Just keep doing this. They're challenging it. They're constantly giving the middle finger to that voice inside their head and saying, no, like, I am going to push. I'm going to be better. I want to learn more. I want to grow more. I want to help my team. I want to have a big team. That's huge. Number 8, they make Success Club 10 non-negotiable. Now, I know earlier I had said it's not just Success Club 10. It is not. If you hit Success Club 10, within that Success Club 10, there has got to be business building coaches. They have got to be. The coaches who earn residual income in this network and are able to leave their jobs eventually and pay off all their debt and whatever all of it is that lights your fire, they make Success Club 10 non-negotiable. It doesn't matter what they have to do to make it happen. It doesn't matter if it comes down to the nitty-gritty and it's the last day of the month, which I've had that happen to me before. You just have sometimes you have those months where it's like you send links out, people don't complete them, they don't write back to you. What the heck is going on? Like, I should have been at SC 18 by now, and it's like I'm at SC 2, right? It just happens. They know in their mind, building a business. I'm an entrepreneur. I take ownership. I want to rise above. I want to build a huge kick-ass team. I want that residual income. I want to be able to teach this to my team. I have to lead from the front. I have to hit Success Club 10 all the time, no matter how busy you are, no matter what you have going on. It's just built into you. It's going to happen. It's only 5 people. And you look at it like it's no big deal. Like, this is no big deal. I can help 5 people. I got all month. I got 30 days, sometimes 31. Piece of cake. your coaches will follow suit. That is the difference. That's why you have to be leading from the front, like I said in an earlier number, leading from the front, because your team is going to follow suit. They're going to follow you. If they see you in Success Club 10, shit, I guess I'm supposed to be getting a C10. How do I get a C10? They're going to reach out to you. Help me get there. I need to make this happen. They see you rank advancing to diamond or emerald, ruby, diamond, whatever it is. Oh my God, I guess I need to rank advance. This is the path I need to take. But if there's no path ever paved, no one knows where to go. There's got to be someone leading the way, setting the pace, leading the pack for everybody else to follow. Okay? Because your team will only ever be as good as you are. It's rare to find somebody who, goes beyond. It happens, but it's very, very, very rare. Okay? Next one. Number 9. The coaches earning residual income. They have coaches in their downline hitting Success Club themselves. So there's a big difference between like you just hitting Success Club and bringing on active coaches, and then the coach who's making it big, who's hitting Success Club themselves, bringing on active coaches themselves and teaching them and helping them and guiding them and working hand in hand with them to also hit Success Club so that they can see success. That's a big deal, guys. I went through a phase, I'll tell you, so you guys can learn from my mistakes, okay? And you'll see it. I've already said it before plenty of times. My first year and a half, I was spot on, hands on, way above and beyond what the typical coach would do in terms of working with coaches in my downline that weren't even mine, in terms of working with my brand new coaches and doing everything in my power to help them see success, which meant getting them to hit Success Club. Because let's just face it, if a new coach comes on and they're not signing up people, they are very easily going to get discouraged. And I did not want that. I wanted these coaches coming on being like, yes, I can do this. And knowing that they had tons of support. And when you start to sign up those people and hit Success Club, that's when you get that confidence. And that's when you're like, all right, and you can start to pull away a little bit. I spent the first year and a half, maybe a little bit longer, of the business like that, which is why we were a 2-time elite team, because I put all my time and energy and just went all in that aspect. Then I hit the wall. And life happens sometimes, and it's okay, because being in the business, right, it's a journey. It's going to be ups and downs. That was when it was up. Just things started to happen in my life, and I took not my foot off the gas, but I started to be like, you know what? If I could come on and do this on my own, which is a really bad way to think. So if you think that way, you need to stop. It's very rare to have somebody just come on and be a self-starter like that. I thought, yeah, hey, you know what? Like, there's everything that they need. And I stopped holding their hands. I always still connected. Trust me, I wasn't like a drop off the face of the earth coach. I could never do that. I'm way too much of a control freak. But I stopped like really, really giving it all I got and let whatever happened, happen. That's why we didn't end up a 3-time elite team this year. It's all me. It's not you guys. It's not the team. It was all me. It was my leadership ability. It's a learning experience. So my point is that when you bring on active coaches, learn from my mistakes for that 1 year. You have to work with your coaches very, very closely. And coaches who are earning residual income, obviously I'm earning residual income just because that 1 year was a flop in that aspect. But my point is that the coaches who are earning residual income, they're working really closely with their new coaches they're bringing on. They're not just signing them up and being like, here's the coach basics, like good luck, hope it works out for you, like I'm here if you need me. They're checking in once a week or every couple days. I mean, they're really, really involved. That is their goal. That is their priority, to help them have success. And success is measured by these people helping other people get started on their health and fitness journey. So learn from my mistakes, guys, and stay really, really close in contact with not only just your coaches, but your challengers too. Because it's true, they do turn around to go on to be some of your best coaches on the team. Okay, Next up, number 10, the coaches who are earning residual income. They don't just focus on their PS coach, their personally sponsored coaches that they've signed up. If you're a newer coach listening to this, you're like, what the heck is PS? They dig deep in their downline. They help everyone and anyone versus just at the surface level of who they personally signed up themselves. And a good example of this is, for example, the Diamond Retreat that I'm hosting. There's a lot of coaches in the network who they just do it for their PS coaches. I open mine up to the entire downline. I'm always like, the more the merrier. If this can help somebody get to the next level because they have one-on-one mentoring with someone from corporate and exclusive training and they get the bonding experience, good, bring it on. That's why I rented a house that can sleep like 30 people, okay? The Diamond Retreats are open to the entire team. I open up the one-on-one calls, not just to my coaches, but to anybody on the team. You're struggling? Set up a call with me, right? You want to strategize? Set up a call with me. You want to run and you want to pick it up? Let me know. I'm your girl. I'll run with you. I'll help you, okay? Three-way calls, three-way getting started right calls. I do that all the time with the entire downline. Do that with your entire downline. Constantly be checking your sponsorship drill down. This is a good way to see who's actually performing in your downline. Just a quick run through your sponsorship drill down. Anybody who has points on the board, because that means that they've actually signed somebody up, you reach out. Hey, I saw you sign somebody up because somebody started on their health and fitness journey. That's awesome. Want to set up a call so we can talk about your goals for this business? Like, you're obviously going to be amazing. We need to talk. Always doing that, digging deep. And I remember learning that from Bob Lucido. A lot of you guys who have been doing this now for a while, you know who he is. You know, he's a retired lawyer because of this. He's our upline. He's like 3 above us. He's been doing this now for like 9 years. I learned that from him way back in the day. Help your entire downline. Dig deep in your downline. All right, so we have that. They also, these people who are building residual income, they also talk to their coaches about bringing on coaches right out of the gate. Right out of the gate, they stress the importance to their new coaches and to their team about how critical and crucial it is that they take advantage of the coach sneak peeks and that they bring active coaches into the team every month. They talk about coaching with them. So it's not all just health and fitness. Number 12, the coach is earning residual income versus the average coach. These coaches actually have their goals written down for the week. And they're constantly reading them. And they're constantly assessing where they're at. Where did I slip up? Where could I have gotten a little bit better? What did I miss? What do I need to tweak? That sucked. I won't do that again. And readjusting. They're learning from it. And they're setting those weekly goals. And they're looking at them. And they're reading them. And they're taking the action toward them. Week after week, month after month. And that stuff compounds. Otherwise, if you don't have any kind of goals, you're just like this like kid lost in the woods in this thick forest, like, holy God almighty, where's mom? Mom, you don't know which way to go, left, right, back, I don't even know, right? You've got to have some kind of direction. And all this might sound like, what in the hell? But if you actually write it down or actually give yourself an honest assessment, like, am I actually even doing these things? Like, actually, no, I thought I was, but I'm not. That's why you need to track your business. So important. This is a big one. The coaches who are earning residual income, they're proactive about stuff. So they are constantly studying and learning from the other leaders in the company who are already where they want to be, who are already there. They're not imitating them. They're not copying them and being like, oh, like, okay, Melanie Mitchell has been like 4-time top coach. I guess I need to be like Melanie Mitchell, right? No, they're learning. It's like she's a teacher, right? You go and you listen and you learn, and then you apply it to your business and you make it you and how it relates to you. But they're constantly learning. I'm still doing this, guys, to this day. Still. And I remember when I first started as a coach, I spent hours and hours and hours. I mean, every night I was watching a different YouTube video by another elite coach in the network. I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. I'm going to do that too. If she did that, I'm doing that. You know, you've got to be willing to learn and be teachable and then apply it. And just make it your own, okay? The last piece here, the last thing, is that coaches who are earning the residual income, they are constantly picturing themselves and visualizing themselves as extremely successful teams, extremely successful business owners, entrepreneurs, and then more importantly, they're not afraid to work for it. That's so important, guys. I know to this day, still, when I go to bed at night, I visualize, how do I really want my life to look 3 years from now? Like, really, how do I want this year to end? You know? And I see it in my mind, and I really think about it. And you have to do that, because the more that you think these things, the more you see it. And as long as you're obviously taking the action and willing to work for it, it ends up happening. Like, it's kind of scary. It's kind of crazy, but it ends up actually happening. So, like I mentioned earlier, don't be fooled by the, what's the word I'm looking for here? Don't be fooled by the, I'm totally drawing a blank now. Don't be fooled by the popularity contest on Facebook with coaches in the network. It doesn't mean anything, okay? You want to follow people in the network who are earning residual income, who are earning 6 figures, who are actually rank. That's how you can tell if they're rank advancing, right? If they're building other leaders below them, they're going in the right direction. Those are the people that you want to learn from, not the person who's like as necessarily at the top of the leaderboard all the time, okay? So just keep that in the back of your mind. It's always Success Club 10, but a combination of bringing on 3 to 4 active coaches every single month. And I say 3 to 4 active coaches more for the veteran coaches who've been doing this. Like, they got this in the bag now. Like, they know the routine. They know what to do, is what I'm saying. If you're a brand new coach, that's intimidating and overwhelming, right? Start small. Bring on 1. And more importantly, just focus on getting as many people as possible into those coach sneak peeks. Like, seriously, nothing is more exciting than when you get your first active coach. It's like, oh my God, yes. And don't be afraid of leading a big team. There's nothing to be afraid of, right? There is nothing to be afraid of. Like, you learn as you go. You're not going to have your shit together and figure it out before you have a team. Does it look like I have my shit together? No, definitely not. If you saw my page over here, and I mean literally, and we have like 3,000 people on the team. It's like, I have notebooks everywhere, all over the place. You just got to take action, okay? If I can build a business with my purse completely a mess, and I'm getting no sleep from these kids, and I have notebooks all over the place, trust me, you can do this too. Absolutely. But you've got to make that shift, guys. And I'm going to talk about this all year. I don't care till I'm blue in the face. You're going to hear me talking about Success Club 10, active coaches every month, getting people into the coach sneak peek. I'm going to talk about all the time. So it's just making that switch. That's all it is. Every day before you go to bed, I'll give you guys this checklist that we came up with. Then look at what you're doing, and just the easiest way to get active coaches. I'm telling you guys, the easiest way is honestly to get people into those sneak peeks. That's how I did it. I swear to God, that is how I got to 6 figures in 11 months with this business. I was not even talking about coaching really on my wall. I had no idea how I was even doing what I was doing. It was just somehow happening. So I couldn't really speak to it, but I was getting so many people into the coach sneak peeks. And the coach sneak peeks, they do all the work for you. I just had a coach who signed up with me. I forget who it was I was talking to the other night. I don't know. Anyways, we had Dana Amarante. I hope I said your last name right. I don't know. She was a newer coach, and she was in our coach sneak peek. And because of her, somebody who I plugged into the sneak peek actually came and signed up because of that. And they were like, she was awesome. Like, I loved her energy. And like, I was just like, if I can listen to her and hear her post and see her post all day long, like, this is so worth it for me. Like, you guys inspire each other. So the sneak peeks, they do the work for you, without you even having to ever say anything. And all you have to do is get them in and then follow up with them. That's it. It's really simple. So does anybody have any questions specifically? This takes time, so it can't be like, 1 month. Hey, I added like 3 coaches to the team. But I'm serious. Like, I want to see this team. Like, we're not introducing hardly any active coaches into the team. I know a lot of you guys do your own pages, so maybe you're just introducing them in there and I'm not seeing them or whatever. But in terms of Team Forever Strong, like, I don't see that many active coaches being introduced in there. And so from the outside, and like in terms of like an income standpoint where you guys are and your team growth and like your coaches hitting Success Club and things like that, that is the missing link. It is the missing link. And you can do this. You can absolutely do this. Don't play small, go big or go home. So does anybody have any questions about any of this stuff before I let you go for the night? Don't be overwhelmed by any of this stuff. It is literally very simple, very simple. Just look at the cover photo of Team Forever Strong at the beginning of every month, and notice where the 2 coach sneak peeks are. Put them in your calendar, and then always make sure that you have people in them. That's it. Any questions? You're welcome, Katie. Blowing it up. Guys, this is how you're going to rank advanced super fast, so you can walk across the stage as 5-star diamonds, 2-star diamonds, diamond coaches, whatever it is. From now going forward, just make it your goal. I want to see by next week's call, there should be at least 10 active coaches added to our team page between all of us active coaches that we have. So if you have another team page, still share them in my team page if you don't mind, just so that we can all share and cheer each other on and congratulate people. Because if other coaches like see you doing that, then they're going to get the hang of it and they're going to be like, oh, I'm supposed to be getting active coaches. Okay, I'm going to do this. It just kind of helps everybody out. All right. I didn't think that you were, because I know you're bringing on a lot of active coaches, Kristen. So I figured that you were just doing it in your own team page, which is totally fine too. I know sometimes we don't want to overwhelm our new coaches with like too many team pages. So I totally get that too. If they're not in like my team page, you could always just like, even just still just share like a screenshot of it or something. I don't know. You can get creative with it. All right. Thanks, guys. You're amazing. Let's do this. It's February. You got to keep the energy up, keep your coaches pumped, and we're going all the way with this, baby. Summit is right around the corner. And if you can go into this thing with momentum and on fire, when you come out of it, it's going to be a whole new ball game for you for the next year from that date going forward. So keep up the great work, guys. I'll get the recording up in the team page ASAP, and see you the next time. Bye, guys.